should let me love you forever, forever. I wanna love you. Will you let me love you forever, forever and a day, 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 day.
Hello, forever and ever. Guys, welcome to the Melanated Way. Today was supposed to be an exclusive with EJ from season 2 of Match Me Abroad. I'm Linda, that's April. Listen, I set it all up and don't know what happened. I think the time difference, I don't know if there was like an emergency, but we've been waiting for an hour for him. And I've reached out a few times and have not heard back. So we thought, Abby and I over there thought that we would just come on. Hey, Midwife Crystal. Hey, girl. Hey, Michelle and Joslo. Hey, Fab. You guys, I don't know what happened. I don't know where EJ is. We waited. We took Joslo's advice and said, let's just start the show. We're going to talk a little bit about maybe some relationship stuff, dating abroad. I can give you, because, you know, you guys, I just decided to take dating seriously 3 days ago. And as I was telling Abby, I'm already having a hard time with that. So maybe I can get, you know, some of you guys are in long-term relationships and married and all of that. Maybe I can get some advice from you all. Because, like, I'm 3 days in. Yeah, Josla said, get a matchmaker. I think I might need a matchmaker because I don't think, Abby, I have the patience. Because I'll tell you this, you guys. I'm not an online dater. And that's what people do nowadays, right? That's the thing to do, all the things. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
You know what I think would be perfect for you? If there's any producers listening,
hey, Becca.
Write this down. I think there should be a show where the matchmakers are your friends. Like, your friends are the ones who come on, they vet a few different people who are presented, and they decide who you're going out on dates with. I think that's a fabulous idea.
I think that would be great because A, clearly I don't know what I'm doing. B, I don't have the patience, you guys. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. So a few days ago, I was like, I really need to start dating. And, you know, I have an African mom and online dating is just a no. And so I haven't done it, right? So then like 3 days ago, I was like, okay, let me just download this one app and see how it goes. So I did it. Bare minimum, you guys. Bare minimum profile, blah, 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 blah. I wake up. And there are a lot of messages. A lot. Like, I already told you guys, like, even if I'm dating someone, if I'm not exclusive and we're in a relationship, it's like, it's too much. So, like, a million messages and your million same questions, like, where are you from? Where do you live? What's your favorite color? What's your fucking love style? Or whatever they ask you, their love. What is it? Your love?
It's the one that's like affirmations or gifts. The love language. Love language.
What do you like to do? What do you do in your spare time? What do you do for work? What do you do for fun? How many siblings do you? And imagine this times like 30. And it's only 8 a.m. You haven't had your coffee yet.
You're fatigued by the overwhelming number of messages, but there's someone out there who receives no messages. That's the same thing that men say about catcalls.
And
someone
then
out there is not getting catcalled.
And then I want to tell you something. I was love bombed in 24 hours. The one person was like messaging, sending video messages. I I want to play it so bad, but I don't know if, you know, I should respect his privacy. Video messages, blah, 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 blah. Wanted to do a date on Sunday and then FaceTimed and talked and let's move the date till Friday, which is today. And then I wake up this morning and I get a text saying, oh, I'm going to read you the text because the profile was like, oh, I'm looking for long term, my best friend, lover, travel partner, blah, 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 blah. And this morning, before coffee, hey, beautiful, smiley face. I want to be open and honest. I would just be looking for a fun physical type of connection, a relationship where we meet for drinks, build a great vibe, go dancing, or do a fun activity and have great sex after. If that's not what you want, I totally understand and wouldn't want to waste your time. If you're open, then let's make it happen.
What a douche.
I'm sorry. Your profile didn't say any of that. But again, I was like, that's God protecting me because I got to tell you guys, I watch all the true crime and I'm very skeptical about a lot of things. Okay. Abby, very skeptical. And that might probably be my problem. I'm very skeptical. So when he asked for this date, I was like, well, what's the plan? Like, what's the plan? And he came up with a plan within 3 seconds. And I was like, oh, that was really quick. I felt like it was like a copy and paste, like this is your thing. I wanted to go to this parkade place at the rooftop. Apparently it has a beautiful view of the ocean, to watch the sunset, and from there go to a sushi place, have some drinks and some sushi. And the more I thought about it, because, you know, I Googled, because where am I going? It's far from me. If I'm going to have drinks, then I'm going to have to take an Uber, all the stuff. He's like, yeah, take an Uber. I'll drive you home. And then I was like, well, then you will know where I live. What's that going to look like? And then I was like, also, this parkade, when he said, and again, he said, I'm
not doing well. I'm just looking at comments.
He said, meet on the 7th floor. So we'll both park on the 7th floor. We'll watch the sunset and go from there. I was like, oh, so maybe this is what he does, because it's how my mind works. And him and his bandits are going to be there and they're going to abduct me. And my car's going to be left on the 7th floor in this garage that's like not close. It's close. It's like a mile away because I Googled it from where the restaurant is. But if my car's like stuck and I'm gone, I was like, oh, none of this sounds good. So this morning when I got that message, I was like, I think that's God protecting me. Like, not only, no. So I'm on day 3 and I just don't like it. I just don't understand why God can't be like, here's your forever person at your door and we are good to go. Why doesn't it happen that way, Abby?
I don't have any answers for you. I was resigned to just be single. You know that. I was resigned to just be single and be fulfilled in my platonic relationships, and might still be that way in the future, just because the way that I see things going, the relationships that I see around me, most of them I'm not interested. Like, I'm not going to lie. 100% of the relationships I see around me, sorry if you're my friend, I don't want to be in that relationship. And so given that that's what I was seeing around me, that these are the choices, these are the picks that are left in the world, I was just content to build my single life. So I have no suggestions for you. Josla said that her second hubby was a one night stand. My ex, who came back into my life recently, was a one night stand.
Jocelyn said, get your
Yeah.
mama to pick. Listen, Mama Linda will have me in Ghana in a minute, and y'all, this would be a wrap. This would be a wrap. Okay? Etisa, it would be a wrap. Michelle said, I met my hubby on an app. And yeah, you guys, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. What's holding you back from letting Mama Linda send you to Ghana or send someone from Ghana?
I talk to Mama Linda every day, and she has no business setting me up. No business setting
Do
me
you
up.
feel like she doesn't know you in the way that you want someone to know you to pick a romantic partner?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Michelle Mel. I understand that. That's why I think that my pitch to have your friends choose. As a matter of fact, it's really fun. I asked a couple of my family members, if you were choosing a partner for me, I did this like a year ago, what would you be looking for? And it was fun to see their answers. And it was my brother-in-law, Michael, who I felt like actually really pinned down what I would want. And that was a surprise to me. Not my sisters, not my older nieces, my brother-in-law.
I mean, I think that some of my friends would definitely nail my type for sure. Josla says Ghana. My favorite doctor I worked with was from there, and I had it bad.
Big what, Joslo? Big what?
Oh, Lord. Okay, Joslo. We're learning a little bit more about Joslo nowadays.
No, we always knew that Joslo was open.
Did. Yeah, we did.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we did. Okay, so what would you say my type was if you had to guess, Abby?
If I had to guess, what you're looking for is going to be very difficult in a man, because he's got to be confident enough to let you do your own thing and be completely independent, but also be able to step in and support you emotionally and financially when needed, without having that feeling of like I'm needed all the time. Like, you're not going to have that satisfaction of this woman is dependent on me, but you still need to support her. I think that's probably like one of the hardest things about men is that the ones that I have come into contact with, they have this constant need to be needed. Like, where's your self-validation, sir? Why?
So she said, get your mind out of the gutter. Joslo, we know you by now. It's been years. Stop trying to pretend around us. We know you, friend. We know you. Your big crush did not have to do with his big brain. It had to do with his big brain, but his multiple big brains.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about, Jess.
Right. Yeah. You know, I think probably one of the problems is that, yes, I'm very independent. Yes, I do a lot of things. I'm in a lot of things, and I'm very into community and family and faith and all of that stuff. But at the same time, I still have a lot of traditional beliefs, believe it or not. And I think that that's probably where the conundrum comes in. Like, yeah, I want my guy to take the garbage out. I want him to rotate my tires. I want him to walk on the outside of the street. Like, there are certain traditional ways that I'm still very girly about, and so I think that that's probably where the balance is. Like, who are you? Like, what am I supposed to be doing over here? but I also believe that it's a team. It's a team and it's a union and it's a partnership. And I would hope that in that you bring the very best of each other out. You know what I mean? And bringing that back to having this interview with EJ, who's a no-show. Shame. Really did want to ask him how he got involved with the show, how long he had been with the matchmaker. Does he feel like a matchmaker worked out for him? A lot of questions online stemmed around being in your 40s and, you know, not being married and not having children, what that looks like. And it's so interesting to me, you guys, like I personally feel that we need to expand our minds and remember not everyone's journey is the same journey. You know, everyone's like talking about online. First of all, by the way, dear Reddit, banning me I got banned from Match Me Abroad thread, the Match Me Abroad thread, because I posted that we were going to be interviewing EJ and they said no self-promotion. And then 90 Day Fiance, which I haven't been on because you guys know I've been on a sabbatical. They banned me too.
That's crazy.
I was like, I haven't even been on your page. But it must be the same moderator, whatever. But I say all that to say that people will talk about your timeline and when you should do when and what. And it's so interesting to me, especially in America, where, oh, you're 40 and you're male and you're heterosexual, you've never been married, and you don't have kids, you must be gay. Who started that? And why do you guys think that?
Do you want me to tell you what I think the answer is?
Uh-huh.
The heterosexual industrial complex. So you are not sufficiently in debt to society if you're not willing to partner and have children. The way that they hook us into capitalism, I'm just speaking for America, is that you need money to provide for your family. You need money to get a house. You need money for food. The more people choose to be single and not have children, the less they have to commit to capitalism. And so the heterosexual industrial complex pushes us into partnership and to having children just so that we're stuck like a hamster in a wheel.
Oh.
That's a new theory I'm trying out.
Is that full stop? Is that all you're going to say? Because that's a lot to process.
That's my new theory I'm trying out because, you know, over the past few episodes, I have lamented to you guys that I don't understand the push to have children. And we don't really push back a lot of times on people who say, I want to have kids. We don't really, when people say, I don't want to have kids, it's very common to say, oh, why don't you? But it's not very common when people want to have kids to say, why do you want to have kids? What do you think that you're contributing to society by having kids? It's not, it's just taken for granted. And I've been ruminating on why. And I decided that the more people are pressured into having children, like this, some of this came about because of Charlie Kirk dying. And I'm not going to say anything about Charlie Kirk himself. I'm just saying, like, why are there so many people in the world who push women shouldn't have careers? They should just be at home and have kids. Why? What is the end goal of that? What is the end benefit of that? Oh, because I'm in debt to society. I'm in debt to provide free labor of raising children, the free labor of domestic work, the free labor to my church, if I agree to being in a partnership and having children.
I'm going to let that resonate. And live chat, if you have some comments, throw them out. Right now, I'm just going to digest that all. Because you have been saying that for a few weeks now. And I still do believe that, especially like with Sarah and EJ. I think it's interesting that Sarah, we found out, you know, she's dating a doctor from Guyana, but she's definitely in the traditional roles of male and females and what marriage should look like and what her life should look like. And I personally think that she's put some external pressures on herself because she's 36 and she needs to be doing this at this time and this time and this time and this time. And again, I think everyone's journey is different. And I don't necessarily think that, if you haven't done something by a certain age, that you're behind. I think that everyone's journey is totally different. Joslo says, when I married at 21 years old, we knew we didn't want kids and he got a vasectomy. There was a great book called Baby Blues that made us want to be child free.
That was really advanced for your young age to recognize and to know that and to not succumb to any pressure, any outside pressure.
Yeah. I mean, I think you guys at this, 2025, you got to let people just, at the end of the day, especially with all the crazy that's going on in our lifetime, I think it's just important to just be happy and healthy. Be happy and healthy because tomorrow's not promised. And so whatever pressures you're putting on yourself, whatever your pressures you're putting on where you think you should be and what your relationship should look like, what your family should look like, I think just like take a deep breath and figure it out. And that's what I'm trying to do with this whole new being committed to dating now. Hear me out. My words. Abby, you were going to say something?
No, but I was just going to say, like, there's also nothing wrong with pursuing what you want. So if anybody out there, if you know that you do want partnership and you do want children, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with pursuing what you know that you want. I would just kind of interrogate, what are your motivations? That's it.
I'm going to say, to piggyback off what Abby's saying, it's okay. Whatever you believe, it's fine. If you are into like the traditional male, female role models, don't let anyone tell you that that's not okay. If you want to have kids and that's truly your passion, then that's absolutely okay as well. If you want to be single, that's okay too. And especially as females, if you're like, you know what, I'm single and happy and that's what I want, that's okay too. If you are like same sex or fluid or whatever it is that you believe that's making you happy, then that's what should be okay. And don't let anyone make you feel like it's not okay. And also don't put any extra pressures on yourself, because whatever the societal standards aren't in line with that. Because guess what? Society is like crazy right now. It is crazy. You don't know what tomorrow. Today, this is the rule. Tomorrow, the rule is different. The next day, the rule is different. This has happened over here in the world, but then guess what? Something different happens over there. And you have to reconcile all of that while also trying to maintain your sanity and your mental health and your family and your friends and your health. Like, just be happy, you guys. Just be happy. And I say that to say, and circling back to what I was going to say about me dating, what I think that I found out in these last 3 days, you guys, is that my words say, hey, yeah, I'm committed. I want to really date and find someone. But I feel like my actions are like, is this the only way? Like, can there not be another way? Is there not another way? Because this way, I already knew it was not for me. And, years ago, my friends were trying to like help me do this. And I was like, no. And now I know why. You always got to follow your gut too, women. Follow your gut. Because this is some BS. Like, I don't care about your, like, it's too many questions. You know what? I want to be like a PDF and just send out my answers to the same BS questions. Can we do that? Cut through the BS and get to the good stuff?
I mean, some people do that. The problem that I have heard people complain about is that a lot of the men on dating apps just don't read. I've heard people complain that they put so much information in their bio that would eliminate people from contacting them, but those people still contact them because they don't read.
And that's, that's the problem, you guys. And that's not just the problem in dating, just in general. Be mindful of paying attention to anything that you're on social media wise, comment wise. Just take a minute to actually read it. Because a lot of people are not doing that. And I get we're in that fast, what do they call it? The microwave society where everything has to be like 30 seconds or less, or you lose people's attention. But, the art of reading, let's not lose that.
So
Let's not.
important.
It's so important.
Like, deliberately work on your attention span, guys. If you're here with us, you probably don't have the same issue, but I've seen so many people, they can't bother to even sit through a 3-minute lecture, like a 3-minute informative TikTok about a subject matter, a news conference. If you're one of those people, like, really challenge yourself every single day to work on your attention span, because we need an informed citizenry. We need you to not be so easily misled by the title of an article because you refuse to read the facts of the article.
Couldn't have said it better.
So, unfortunately, he didn't pop in while we were on. I was kind of hoping he would.
I just got a message. Morning, I'm so sorry. I just woke up. You guys, I'm in my Zen mode, actually, to be honest. And I think maybe that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem with me dating. Like, I'm kind of like, whatever. Like, you wanted to, no, I'm cool. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should be like more like, no, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. What do you think, Abby?
I'm not very good at being serious when it's called for either. That's one of my issues. I have let things go in times where, in hindsight, I should not have let them go. So that's an issue that I'm working on too. And in relationships, I mean, not in work. In work, it's not an issue. I let a client go today. But in relationships, I've had that issue, particularly in my friendships. I've had friends who have done things to me several times, and I'm still like, you want to have a hard conversation and be friends again? So I'm not a good person to ask, is what I'm rambling and getting to. I will let you decide if you want to go on, if you want to reschedule.
I mean, he didn't say anything. He literally just said that he morning, I'm so sorry. I just woke up, finished training really late. So sorry. He didn't say, hey, let me jump on or anything. So I don't know what that means. Josla, are you drinking wine? Are you on the East Coast?
Are you talking about EJ as an Irk and Jerk, the horrible, cheap liquor?
Crazy.
Crazy girl.
That's all I got. You guys, we just wanted to come on because we promised a show and it didn't go quite as we thought it was going to go, but we loved you. We love you.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We love you guys.
And we will be back on Monday with the new season of 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way. And Joslo, you know what, Joslo, what city in Canada are you? Because we're gonna have to put it together, like a get together, because this is outrageous. I need to meet her in real life. We'll see you on Monday at 4:00 Pacific Standard Time for The Other Way. And thank you guys. I'm trying to find you a date, Linda. Why not EJ? Oh, I read that out loud. Joslo, try harder. And send me your recommendations, because I'm gonna need to find my person immediately, if not sooner. We'll see you guys on Monday. Bye, y'all.
Bye.